Okay.
We're live. That's it, man.
We're live. Hey guys.
Hello, who's here, man? Who's here? Who's here?
Hey
I don't
guys,
think
it's your
anyone's
girl
here.
Dee Dee.
And your boy Samson X.
Yo. And together we're gonna go get it.
Go get it.
Yeah.
So we're just gonna try and wait for a few more people to pour in,
Yeah.
and then don't know, man. We'll see. We'll chop it up once people
Mm-hmm.
have started coming in.
Sit. Yeah.
Yeah, man. So come in, take your shoes off, wipe your feet on the mat. Just make yourself at
Welcome.
home.
Welcome. Yeah. I love these lemon waters. It's really nice.
Yes, good for the soul, man. Good for the body and the soul. Mm. Health is wealth.
That's it. uh, yeah. Let's give you a few more minutes and then we'll take it from there.
Yeah.
We also, what was going to look to do, was going to, from next week, we're going to do, what do you call it?
What's that?
The phone calls.
Right, yes.
We're gonna set up a phone line where you can phone in off can phone in or you can call in from the WhatsApp. Other way you choose to do it. So we're gonna try and get that set up from next week so you can interact, and as we go in live, anything you want to talk about, topics that we touch, you can just just give us a call in and go live.
Yeah, I mean, like, if you don't really feel like jumping in the live chat, then we've got more of a direct approach for you. So if you want to ask any questions, you want anything personal to actually talk to someone directly, the phone line will be there, and we can get your questions answered.
That's it. Yes. It's just like I felt kind of, you know what? I had a challenging week. How's your week been?
Not too bad, I feel like I've been quite busy and productive, but in a good way. Yeah, I've been making videos for my own channel because.
How's that going?
It's not bad, actually. I mean, it's slow, but things are looking up slowly but surely. But I feel like for a long time I kind of strayed off, and I've kind of like just been procrastinating.
Yeah,
but this week I feel like I got kind of busy.
Good.
Yeah, I put one video. I mean, like, because I put a lot into my editing, and I feel like just putting one video out there is a loss.
It is.
And I know 2 videos a week doesn't sound like a lot, but I've put one up, and now I'm gonna put another one up maybe later or tomorrow. That I've already got it in the pipeline. I've already got it edited.
Okay.
And I'm just waiting. I think I'm gonna space them out in a good way, and just them two. I wouldn't say drain me, but it's been a lot.
Yeah.
So, but I'm gonna try and keep that consistency for my people.
That's it, man.
So yeah, I think
it is. People think because like. I was like that at first when I was following certain YouTubers and that, and it's just like,
right.
Oh man, it was just, come on, want the next video. But then when you're actually doing these YouTube videos yourself, guys, it honestly it is very, very mentally. Yes. It can be mentally draining, but you have to just keep refilling yourself. You have to make sure when you're doing YouTubes and you're being consistent in your YouTubing, especially weekly. You have to make sure that you just like really have time and get so much sleep in. Make sure that you eat well. Make sure that you're on a good diet as well.
Definitely.
Make sure that your diet is like up to scratch, man. Because if you're eating just anything, putting anything into your body, honestly,
literally, yeah,
you just feel tired and sludgy, and you just don't want to do anything, man. So like, I find that I have to drink plenty of like lemon water just to keep me going, man. Seriously, and I got these capsules, turmeric and ginger and black.
That's good stuff. Yes.
Yeah,
get you some turmeric, man.
Yeah.
And also get you some vitamin D, guys. That is your most important thing, man.
Good
because come these times, I mean, the weather's picking up a bit now here in Britain, but it's still not the best. So come like autumn, winter, and spring, early spring, then like late autumn, and like especially around the winter, we don't get as much sun. So if you get vitamin D capsules, it makes sure you get the vitamin D in you that you would get in the summer, but being the sun ain't as present, you don't get. So make sure you're just getting it in you because it's important, man.
B12
and zinc,
as well.
vitamin B, multivitamin too.
Yes.
And
Yes.
omega-3.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
I'll take that before every meal.
You're going to be filling them up with a pharmacy. You're going to be a human pharmacy.
I've literally got a mini pharmacy in one corner of my cupboard filled with vitamins and minerals.
I try to keep, you see, with all them capsules and everything like that, I'm very, very, you know, I used to go for them all along, but I think it's because I'm not, I would say I try to be patient. I try to be a patient person when it comes to like losing weight and when it comes to well-being and self-care. You know, it's only now I'm trying my hardest to really give myself that push and that motivation when it comes to my well-being. Self-care, I do look after myself, as you know, I do look after myself. I know I could do more. I know I could do a lot more, but it's improving. I'm getting there.
There's always room for improvements.
Well, there
I
you
feel like
go.
that myself, you know.
Yeah.
Sometimes I could, you know, get my backside to bed at a better time. You know what I mean? So
I know sometimes
yeah.
sometimes I find it. Have you ever noticed, that you feel so tired, especially if you're out and about and then you come in and then you feel so tired. But as soon as you turn your key to your door and you come in your house, it's a different vibe. It's like, I think it's because you're in your own surrounding now. So you feel that tiredness ain't so tiring now. It's
I'm wired again.
Yeah. And then probably I do fall asleep a certain time. Say I fall asleep about 10, 11 o'clock, whatever, sometimes. And then I'll wake up some stupid o'clock about 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning. Then I'm just putting on YouTube, or I'm putting on watching some of my cooking channels that I'm following on YouTube, or just putting on some tranquil landscape scenes and stuff like that, because that's what I like to unwind with.
Or due to the fact that you just can't sleep.
I can't sleep, yeah. You know, sometimes, you know, so guys, I don't know if you find that as well, that you waking up some crazy times of the morning and you're just like, I think sometimes it can be like I blame this sometimes.
Yeah, it's true, man.
I blame this sometimes.
Do you know what it is with mobile phones? They emit like a blue light. That messes with your melatonin. Melatonin is your sleepy hormone.
Okay.
Yeah, so I mean, most modern smartphones you find have like a blue light filter on it. So if you like switch the filter on, it kind of like makes the screen a bit more like a slightly browny filter. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like you can kind of browse your phone in bed a bit better, and you know it won't mess with your melatonin as much.
Okay. There you go, guys.
There you go.
There you go.
Every day a school day.
You're not too old and you're not too young to learn. Yeah.
Never.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
You can learn and pick up the wise from the young, you know, seriously. You know?
That's true.
Samson. Boys. But yeah, and then you can find another thing where you're just like on your phone until you fall asleep, until the phone just drops in your face.
That's why I try not to lie directly down and keep my phone up here. What I do is kind of put my head up against the headboard and just keep my phone here.
Yeah.
But then when I'm finished, I'll just put it to the side, because I know that's like a dangerous extreme sport to keep your phone all the way up here.
Yeah.
Especially when you're lying down.
It is. You know how many times my face got hit by the phone?
When you hit that corner of your eye.
Goodness me. Pain. Honestly.
Like, what have I done to deserve this?
It's that gold stick. And you can get an app, I think, on your phone now. Mine just automatically comes on. It says bedtime. You can set a bedtime where you can just like only important calls can come through, but it switches off everything else. And I should do it, you know. I should do it.
I think most modern,
I'm gonna be
most modern smartphones have got like this bedtime alarm. It's not like you've got your normal alarm, then you've got your bedtime alarm, and it will notify you like half an hour before time to go to bed.
Yeah.
So get ready for bed. So
yeah.
I know iPhones especially have it as well.
Yeah.
But I ain't really owned an iPhone in ages. But yeah, no, I mean most modern smartphones do. So they've all got like that little feature.
My phone done that last night. I haven't got an iPhone, but just a normal smartphone. And like it said it last night. It said, "Do you want to switch on this mode to go to bed?" And I was just like, "I'm not tired though."
You're not laughing, man. I'm not tired.
It is, man. Yeah. So guys, you know, You know, man, it's just like if you got any experiences of like if you find it hard to sleep at night, or you've been through some crazy moments at night where you know you've just like had a mad crazy phone experience, or if you find it difficult, what you know, and you know anything like that, and what time do you go to bed, or what time do you wake up, and are you getting enough? They say you're supposed to get about 8 hours.
Yes, anywhere
About
between 7 and 8
seven
is
and
like the good
eight.
sweet spot. I mean, sometimes you can do 6, but don't make it a habit. Otherwise, it'll start to affect you over time.
Yeah.
But like once in a while, I'll probably get like 6 or 5. I feel like rubbish. Don't get me wrong, but
Yeah.
as long as I can crash into bed that night
Yeah.
and then get my 8 hours, I'll recharge again and then wake up the next day after that. Feel good.
Do you like going to the gym?
I love it. I'm at the point now where I mean, I still meet a lot of people that say, "Oh, I couldn't be able to come here today," but you know, I thank myself after it. But like, I get really, really excited, especially when I know it's like an exercise. I'm looking forward to like chest day. I get excited, man. I can't explain it. It's mad. It's like, you know, the feeling of like when your mum would take you to the playground when you were 6.
Yeah.
Like, it's just, I can't explain it, but I love it, man. Especially when I know I'm gonna do something intense. I don't know. I'm just that way now.
Yeah. And I think because like I think with me, with the gym, I just like me and Jim do not get on.
Gosh, yeah.
But when I used to go, I'm a kind of person that I think I underestimate myself sometimes. I really I do. I underestimate myself when it comes to like gym and workouts and things like that. Because once I'm there, once I start exercising and putting my mind to it, I'm telling you something, you can't stop me. I've just got that kind of adrenaline that just keeps me going and going and going and going. And what I find, guys, is that you know, we can find ourselves in situations where we just underestimate ourselves. If we look at something and say, oh, I can't be bothered to go for that walk today. Oh, I can't be bothered to do this today. I can't be bothered to go to the gym today. Oh, I can't be bothered. You know what I mean? And it's like, you're telling, when you say yourself that, you're shutting down your motivation already. You didn't even give yourself the opportunity to do it. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, I've been there. So, but once you get yourself into it, and I think it's the pain barrier. That pain barrier that you have to push through. Because I think every time we do something, we walk a distance, or we go to the gym and we pump those weights or whatever, or the treadmill, whatever you enjoy doing at the gym, or you like swimming, whatever it may be. And then you find yourself, you got to that pinch and you're like, oh, that's it now. But that's the moment. I believe that's the moment that you push more. You push through that pain, you push through that, and the more you push through that and keep exercising that, you know, just keep exercising that. Say, okay, and set your mind saying, you know what, I'm going to do this today, and I know I'm going to reach this pain barrier. But each time you do it, it becomes easier and easier.
Literally, you know, man, and you know, you never know what the human body is an amazing thing. It's capable of so much.
Yeah,
and one little quote that I like to live by one of the greatest sportsmen to ever exist, Muhammad Ali, said this, right? You don't stop when you're tired, stop when you're done. Simple as that, man, because there's been times where I think, oh man, I feel like I'm going to be sick, you know. I've done like 3 sets already. And then I think, nah, I've got one more to do, man. Push it.
Yeah.
And like, I've been lifting like certain weights and I think, I don't know. I think, why am I doubting myself, man? I want this.
Yeah.
Then I just have to tap into some inner animalistic thing.
Yeah.
And just push through, man. And you're surprised what you can do. You're surprised what yourself can do.
Definitely.
You never know.
Definitely. And I think another thing as well is like I always the mind is a powerful thing.
Yes.
And what we can find ourselves doing is hoarding. We can hoard our minds. We can clutter our minds and order. You know, like how somebody orders things, collect things. You know what I mean? When they don't even need it, it became an habit. It became an habit, and it became a just in case. Oh, let me keep that just in case. Let me keep that just in case somebody needs it, or in case I need it, or somebody asks for it. You know, or you know. But what we can find mentally is that we can do that to our minds. We can order things from. We can keep unnecessary things in our mind, and that can become overwhelming and overloading. And what you find is that that can stop you from being motivated. It can slacken your motivation,
Yes, it's
because
true.
you remember, this is what we used to think. Every day we use this, every second we use this.
It don't ever stop.
It does not
No.
stop. It does not stop. Yeah. And so if you've got no storage, mental storage, yeah, you know what I mean, and you're not doing no decluttering, yeah, that's what's going to happen. You'll find yourself don't want to be doing anything. You're just like on a standstill. You're stagnated.
It's true.
Yeah. So you have to find yourself at that point where you say, you know what? No, I've got to, I've got to let go of some things, I've got to let go of some things from the past. Easier said than done, I know. But you've got to let go of some things from the past. Me personally, I'm speaking about myself. I had to let go of some things from the past. It was not easy. I had to try and conquer fear, I still am, but it's not as intense. So I had to conquer fears. I had to try and offload the past history that I went through. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
And and all my life, all I ever knew from, well, not all my life, but from like my teenage years, started drinking and stuff like that. It's like when you drink, I think it became, when I started drinking more and more, the older I was getting more into it. I find that my mindset was just changing. I was becoming a different person. I was becoming a different person. I was losing the identity of Deirdre. I started to lose my identity then. Yeah, I lost my identity. And then the more I was drinking, the more I was becoming somebody else, like a Jekyll and Hyde kind of thing. I was somebody else. And then every time I would drink, it would open up a door and introduce me to something else, which was like, okay, then try this. And then I did, and you don't see the dangers in these things. You don't see the danger in drinking. You don't see the danger in drug taking, substances and stuff like that. And it may feel good for a moment, and it may take away facing reality, and dealing with situation, because that's what it is. I think people hide away from reality. They're hiding this thing called drugs or drink or whatever it may be that you're addicted to. And that's just like that's the wrong place to find solitude. It's the wrong place to find solitude, because it took me years, man. It took me years to get out of this, and it took me so long. Yeah.
I don't mean to stop you there, but I got sort of an interesting fact now that you mentioned what you mentioned. It's right, because obviously we all know life is hard right now, and it has been for ages. It's gotten a little bit harder now, but the pressures of modern life has been hard for a while. So, which is why I looked at a certain statistic, and it goes to show that ketamine is more used. It's the most used drug out of these days, more than any other drug. And it's been taken more and more by just normal people, just to escape their reality. And that's why drinking culture has gotten even worse. Because back in my security days, when I was a bouncer, I've talked to more old school bouncers that have been doing it for obviously longer than I've been alive, and they've told me, yes, we had certain troubles. Yes, the punters were bad, which could be dealt with a swift crack to the skull. Which I think we need to bring back, by the way. But I digress. Because that's how some people learn it. But they said, now the punters have gotten so much worse because of the drink. I mean, even the women are sometimes worse than the men. Because of how much they're downing. And I think that's, they're just downing all this drink, and drinking culture's got so much worse. And that's just due to all the pressures of modern life.
Do you know, talking about that, Samson, talking about that, right, about drinking. But I tell you the truth, I used to drink. If you just ask me how much did I used to drink a day, I could actually down about, you probably think that is that all, but I used to down about 11 to 12 cans of cider a day.
That's still a lot.
Yeah.
That's still an unnecessary amount. So
And I had to have it. I had to have it. It come a point where I had to have it in the morning. I had to have it in the afternoon. I had to have it before I go to sleep. It became a habit. It just become, that was my medicine. That was self-medicating. That was my medicine. And it didn't become a point of me it came to a point of me no longer liking the taste of it. It's something that was I was medicating now. I
So-
started medicating myself without it.
yes.
I didn't know who I was. I felt a bit I felt vulnerable. That's the word. I felt
Mm.
vulnerable without it, you know. And the drug misuse and stuff like that. It's like I wasn't really interested in the drug taking. It was just like another avenue for when I drink.
Mm.
You know, it's like a trigger. When I drink, it opened up that other door. So it's an extra. It's like an extra dose of you know, of high, of an escaping
Yeah.
reality. So guys, you know, it's just like, as I said, you know, if there's anything that you're going through that you want to speak about, do you know what I mean? Just leave it in the comments below and tell us what you think about like these conversations, because it's something that people don't really like to talk about. They like to hide from it. I used to hide from it because I know, as I said, I was coming from a fantastic, well, I am coming from a fantastic family that love me, and to know that every time I used to go away and do what I want to do, I felt so guilty. I felt really guilty. I had to hide, hiding because I didn't want to get
Yes.
caught, you know. And that shows that what I'm doing is wrong. If I was know that I was doing something right, why am I hiding? So
Yeah.
that shows that what I'm doing is not right. So I did have a conscience to know that what I'm doing is wrong.
And it goes to show that people cared about you, because if they didn't, they leave you.
Exactly.
Oh, get on with it, man. Get on with it. We don't care. We don't care. Just get on with it. Which is why I used to hide certain things from my parents.
Yeah.
You know, I never told them the fact that I found it really, really fun to like point fireworks at grown adults, just for the thrill of the chase, and put them through people's letterboxes.
Wow. I'm sure you don't do that now.
I didn't say nothing. Of course, I don't
guys,
do
you
that
know,
now.
no, he won't do that. No, I'm sure he doesn't. You naughty. No, but the only thing I used to do is the postman. Not that was enough. Oh my gosh, lock the letterbox. And also there was the last one to catch up.
Gosh,
But yeah, guys, you know, you think, well, you know, going back to the conversation of like breaking habits and hoarding, you know, I found to declutter, truthfully, guys, you know, on a serious note now, was you know, some of you find it, some of you find it through the counseling, through mentoring, through going to different kind of like whatever you may do to free your mind. But I found God. I found, you know, and I said, thank you, God, for every time you do these channels, you know, I want to thank God. And it's not like an Oscar award. Oh, I want to thank God. No, I truly want to thank God, because like he did turn around my life. He has changed my life. And, you know, many times I've battled in being addicted to, in my addiction, fighting my addiction, and also wanted to be a Christian. And it was such a battle, because I wanted to do what was right, but at the same time I had this addiction that I had a relationship with, and it was hard to cut ties from that. And even though I wanted to follow the right way and become a Christian, because I know that, you know, it's speaking about being set free, being delivered, how Jesus loved me, you know, and you know, I mean, why wouldn't I want that? Why wouldn't I want to be set free? Why wouldn't I want to be why wouldn't I want to be in a relationship with the Most High that can deliver me, that can set me free from drugs and drink and all this hurt and pain? Why, if I can't do it myself, I tried so many years to do it myself, and then knowing that, just like that, it won't happen like straight away, but just like that, you'll start to feel a change gradually, day by day, you know. And
exactly,
it's a beautiful experience. It's a beautiful experience, you know, just having a relationship and being a Christian and being in a relationship with God. You know, just because you can't see him doesn't mean he's not there. It's like I always said, you don't see the wind, but you can feel it.
You don't see atoms, but they're there.
And that's the only you know example I can give. I just have faith that it's there, because it's been a year. It's coming up to a year now. In April, that I've been sober, and I don't get the cravings and all that no more. It's because I've dedicated my life to God, and I read my Bible, I read the Word, and I really devote myself and my time to Him. You know, I'm not saying that I don't have a balance in life. Of course I do, but just the things that I was doing before, were very shameful. So this is why I'm not ashamed to say that I'm a child of God. I serve God, and and that's it. And just
Yeah.
share that with you, because how God has changed me, He can change you. He can. He loves all of you so much. You probably beg to differ, but He does. And if I'm a living example, real
Yeah.
living examples,
Exactly.
living
I mean,
examples.
and whatever the case may be, I mean, you might not believe in God now, but
Mhm,
just knowing, I mean, like Dee was saying,
mhm,
you if you're looking for like spiritual guidance, you're
mhm,
looking for salvation, but like
mhm,
there's that little something in the way. You
mhm,
gotta you gotta push it out of the way, man. You gotta fight to get it out of the way sometimes, and
mhm,
just
mhm,
know that spiritual guidance and salvation will be on the
mhm,
other side.
mhm, mhm. Yeah, yeah. Because we feel we're living in a we're living in a lost and broken society,
Yes.
and there's so many people that are just, since the pandemic, people have never been the same.
Yeah. People have been plugged into
It's,
the
it's
matrix, man.
yeah, yeah, man. Oh,
Morpheus.
that was the Matrix, by the way. But yeah. No, but fun and joke aside,
Hmm.
but yeah, people are hurting, man. People are hurting, and
Yes.
I've always had a heart for people. Even though I was hurting, I could still feel people's hurt. I think that's called empathy.
Yes.
Being
Empathetic. Yeah.
empathetic. Yeah, I've always had that. I've always had that, and that's why I tried not to get myself into too much trouble and fights and stuff like that, because like it wasn't me. It wasn't me being in gangs
Yes.
and being a part of certain things, and my lifestyle was seeing a lot of people getting hurt.
Mm.
Yeah, I saw a lot of people get hurt, and when I say hurt, I mean hurt, and it was horrible. And just to watch that and be a part of that, it really cut my heart. But as I said, because you have to put this persona, you have to. It's like you're cloned. It's like you're cloned to what you do. When you're part of a gang, you're cloned. You're not you no more. You could,
Yeah.
you have to prove a point, and then you don't. And if you show yourself weak,
That's
it's
it.
like you turned on.
You're done for. Yeah.
Yeah, you turned on. You know, and it's a very difficult situation to get out of. And the more you go in, the more, and I found that it's me, the one that's tries to keep in the background. I'm the one that's getting used more to do things.
Yes. I can relate in a way, man.
Yeah,
Because I felt like I was,
yeah,
just made to do the most stupid things.
stupid things. Yeah,
When it feels like everyone else is like not really made to do these things, but I feel like if I don't do it, then I'll be the laughing stock. But I still feel like I'm the laughing stock regardless.
yeah, 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 definitely. So it's a what do you call it? It's a catch, isn't it? It's just like,
Yeah.
you know, it's a catch, man. And I just thank God I'm out here. I'm just like, God, I'm free from it now.
Mm.
And when I'm certain places of like drove past, and certain places that people that I've seen are still in the same cycle,
Yes.
my heart goes out to them. It really does, because it's not easy. It's not easy, the drug life and the gang life, and being addicted to certain things. Yeah, do you know what I mean? It's not easy. You know, we get scorned for it, but you know, there's still people. There's still people that are just hurting. People, as I said in one of my previous videos, people don't just wake up and say, "Oh, I want to be on drugs." You know what I mean? I want to be on hard drugs, or I want to be a prostitute, or I want to be
Mm.
in a gang, or I want to be a drug dealer, I want to be this and that. It's just, it's just certain ways of life and certain traumas that affected the emotion that brought you to them things, and you
Yeah.
felt comfort in it.
I mean, it's just always a case of like you can slip just once, and then that's it, man. You're falling, and you might feel like you need to do this or you need to do that. You got to make a little bit of money somehow. You got to, or if the pain hurts that much, you got to turn to this or take that just to
Mm,
numb the pain.
mhm,
And it's easy to fall into, man.
mhm.
very, very easy to fall
There's a
into.
saying, they say that money is the root of all evil. It's not the root. Money is not evil.
No, I don't believe that.
It's money is the money is the root cause of evil. It can be used for good and it can be used for evil. You can claim it through by doing things that are evil, like drug selling or money laundering, or different kind of
Or
things
street
like
robbery
that.
or
Yeah,
whatever.
robbery
Yeah.
and things like that. So money is not evil, guys. Let me just state that money is not evil. It's what you do with it and how you use it.
Exactly. I mean, if you want to roll up that fiver and stick something up your nose, then it's evil. Like I say, on the all joke aside though, but on the other hand, if you want to use like a tenner to go and get granny shopping because she can't leave the house,
Yes.
then you've used money for goods.
Amen.
Or if you want to use 20-30 grand to go open a soup kitchen or for charity or whatever the case may be, I'm just throwing out examples, then you've used your money for goods. You get what I'm saying? But like I say, if you've used that,
good idea,
yeah,
open a soup kitchen
or just something, man. Looks like we've got one viewer in here.
Hey,
whoever you are, man, drop a little line in the chat.
Hi guys. Hi.
Drop a little line.
Yeah, we're just speaking openly. As I say, we're on live and we're just like speaking about like life in general and just
man.
If there's anything that you want to comment on, if there's anything that you're going through, if there's anything that you're struggling with, if there's anything that you'd want to share with us, don't hesitate to share with us. Thank you for joining us. It means a lot to us.
Definitely.
One support is better than none. So thank you.
One support's going to turn into 2, going to turn into 10, then 100, then 1,000.
That's it.
It's all in due time.
That's it.
So, I mean, like I say, if you want to just at least say hello, then we're open for it.
Yeah. But yeah, it's
I didn't even realize someone was watching. I was that deeply
deep into the conversation.
Convo,
yeah. But as you say, it's true. You want. As I was saying, I don't know if you was there, the viewer that's watching. We're just saying that was talking about money. And we say that money is people say money is the root of all evil, but money is not evil. Money can be the root cause of evil. It's how you use it. It's what you do with it. We just covered a lot of topics really, like keeping mental order. Like maybe you got things that are stored up from years and years and years, and you find that you're kind of stagnated. You can't find your way through everyday life, and then what you're doing with that from the past mentally, you find yourself adding more fresh things on, and then until you get overwhelmed, until there's no more mental storage, you have to learn to declutter.
Yeah, until you find there's a lot of stuff in your mind that's complete nonsense as well.
Yeah.
So like if you are a hoarder and you're helping them clear out the house, you're, oh, granddad, what's this like little cam screen? Don't touch that! I need that! Look, granddad, that's been on your shelf for 15 years. No, don't bloody touch it! I need it, all right?
Look at this old red light. It's true though, man. Yeah? It's true because once you've positioned yourself to something, you've set your ways. If you're setting your ways and you've got things a certain way, you make somebody touch something that you don't want them to touch, it's going to affect you because you've set it that way. And really, if they could see like, no, that doesn't need to be there. Why is that there? To us, it probably think there's no need to that, but to you, it means something, but it doesn't need to be there. Does that make sense? It's not really necessary, but because you left it like that, you become immune to it.
Yeah.
But it's okay to let it go. It's okay to let it go. That's what we're trying to reach on, letting it go. I
mean, like I say, if you hoard useless things in your mind.
Yeah.
Like, say, for example, it's bullying you and you've been holding on to the fact that little Timmy took your cookie away from you in like nursery in year 1. And you're just waiting for the day you see little Timmy. You're going to run upon little Timmy and just That's for taking my cookie,
you know,
man. When
you
we
know,
was 4.
you're gonna go, Timmy, can I have my cookie back, please?
Look, what, mate? That was like 30 years ago.
Yeah, it's because, right, you are holding on to that because that affected you. For somebody taking that cookie, it affected you. Do you know what I mean? It done something to
Yeah.
you, and you're waiting for that revenge. Do you
Yeah,
know what I
when
mean?
you never know, you could be leveling your mind up meantime, but you're worried about seeing little Timmy on road.
Yeah. And little Tim, and the thing is, right, is that little Tim has forgot all about it. Little Tim is living his life. He's got his luxuries. He's doing what he's doing. But sometimes we can still. That's the thing about it. We keep so much. We harbor so much bitterness, anger, resentment, unforgiveness, and of what people have done to us. Yeah. But at the same time, that person is still has gone ahead and lived the life.
Yeah, they'll probably forget about the next day,
You know.
or the next hour.
But yet you're holding on to
Yeah.
that, you know, and you've got to learn there how to be set free from that. You've got to set, you know, you've got to allow yourself to be set free from that. You say, how do you do that? Me personally, it's God that done it for me. I have to say, God, I'm an angry person. Right now, a lot of people have hurt me. I've been through rape, I've been through abuse, I've been through torment, I've been through whatever. And then all of a sudden, you know, I just gave it to him and trusted him.
Yes.
And that's it.
Metaphorically cutting the strings of the balloon. You got to let it float free, man.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it, man.
So you got to think about the next time you're angry at little Timmy. When you actually see him, he's like 6'7" and he's stacked and he carries a gun. So what are you gonna say to little Timmy now?
He's getting rifled.
You're gonna talk about that?
It's okay. Did Timmy hurt? It's okay.
Yo, wait till I see Timmy,
Yeah.
you know.
No.
Wait till I see
You're
Timmy.
alive. You're alive. You can't be saying that on live now. Timmy, if you
Oh, Timmy, if you're watching, I'm coming for your neck.
No, stop it. No, he's not.
Timmy don't exist, by the way. I just made that up.
And you know something, guys, it was on your Maryland cookie.
Yeah, just one. That's my favorite one as well. The white chocolate chip. And he violated me.
Don't play.
Okay,
Sorry, guys. But
now we have some joke though.
We have to have, you know, something, guys. You have to have joke. You have to smile. You have to laugh. I would say, laugh through the hurt, smile through the pain, or whatever way you want to put it. Do you know what I mean? And the society that we're living in today, you can see that things are not getting any better. You can see that the is it the economy, everything like that. Everything's
the
just
economy,
everything just gone up,
society,
and you know, nothing ain't gonna change, guys. As much as we want it to be how it used to be, it's gonna get a lot worse. Sorry to say that. Do you know what I mean? And I'm not gonna touch points because you have to be careful what you say on these lives and on you know media. But however, you know, it's just like things ain't going to be the same again. There's are people saying after the pandemic, oh, we want things to be normal or normal.
Yeah, I mean,
things. Take the truth, things were never normal. Even before the pandemic, nothing was normal.
Nothing's been normal since as well.
Nothing's been normal. Nothing's been normal. You know, ask yourself, guys. Take this time out just for a moment and ask yourself: do you really know who you are?
Have you taken the time to actually get to know yourself?
Because I didn't know who I was. I lost my identity a very, very long time ago, from when I was, say, about 13.
Wow.
But 16, it started to get worse. Yeah. And then when I started drinking, whoop.
Yeah.
Different identity. Became a different person altogether. People knew me as Deirdre. People could see my face as Deirdre. But I was just like a broken soul, broken vessel.
They couldn't see your soul inside.
That's it. I was just hurting, you know, and all the rage and what I wanted to say and all the confidence came out when I started drinking. As soon as you fill me up, like when Popeye has his spinach, as soon as I have my can, that is it. So that, you know. That's it. That was it for the whole, I don't know, years and years and years on top, another year to go. And yeah, you know, as I said, these isn't guys, it's like we're trying. I mean, these videos and these lives that we're doing, you know, we don't really structure it. We're not going to structure it like that. Do you know what I mean? We're just being real. We just come on these like this live to be real. You
Yeah, I
know what I
mean, there's
mean?
only one way to be. There's
You know
ain't
what I
no other way
mean?
around it. To be honest with you,
Yeah.
it's harder to sit here and tell you a lie because it's hard to think of a lie. I have to sit down and plan it for days if I'm gonna lie,
Mm.
and I just ain't got the energy for
And
that.
you know, some people actually can believe their own lie.
It's
People
true.
live by telling lies and believe their own lie.
Look,
That becomes like a idol to them.
yeah, people are compulsive liars, man.
Yeah.
They lie about leaving the little most
Yeah. And
insignificant
you
things.
know it's a lie, but it's just like you think, wow, I said this is dangerous, this is very, very dangerous. And I do.
Yeah,
I do. My
man.
heart goes out deeply to like, to our humanity, you know what I mean? Or, each and one of us, because like, and this generation today, the young ones, wow, wow, wow. It's the suffering, man. The suffering, the
Yes.
suffering, you know. Media is becoming their teacher, becoming their God, becoming their Lord. It's ruling over them. And without that fuel of media, you know, they don't know who they are. As I said, family homes are broken. People don't really sit down they can't sit down as long. They want to just eat the food and go back upstairs because they think they want to go and do their TikTok,
Yeah,
and they want to go and do their whatever. Do you know what I mean? They spend more time on the social media more than what they do with even adults, with the children. Adults ain't got no time for the children no more.
yeah, they're just like pacify them with the iPad. Yeah, go on.
Yeah,
Go in the corner.
yeah, they brush them off. I'm not saying it's not this. I'm not saying it's. I'm not saying the social media is bad. I'm saying it's the time spent and what you're spending it on.
Yeah, I just think having a happy medium could make social media and the culture around social media a lot better. But I feel like when people overuse it and just rely on it too much, you don't have that happy medium, and you're just completely plugged in. You know what I mean? You ain't got no humanity about you anymore.
And that's where there's no motivation. You think you're getting motivated by doing all these entertainment TikTok and this and that, all these dance and everything. As I said, do your thing. Do you know what I mean? But the thing is, right, is that there's more to life than TikTok. There's more to life than there's a lot of inspiration and stuff on TikTok as well, and motivation, of course. You know what I mean? I'm not disowning TikTok, because it can be good. It can be used for like things like what we're doing or whatever, something constructive, and that's going to help and encourage another person. But it's just like you need to find mental stimulation. You can't let the media override.
You have to get out there in the real world.
Yes, that's it.
You got to fall down, scrape your knee a few times, man.
Yeah, man.
It'll toughen you up. And just like you were saying about, obviously the motivation online.
Yeah.
Yes, you can look at motivation online, but I think it's like a case of you can read a cookbook, you can read all the cookbooks in the world, but if you've never actually gone and cooked, then you can't cook. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you have to actually go and cook. Yeah, making mistakes, burn a couple sausages or whatever you're making, and then get better from there, and then climb and climb and climb.
The funny thing. Go on.
No, you can it's like you can only take in so much motivation and inspiration online. But if you're not going out there and taking it on board, and yes, life will knock you down a few times. You'll have a few awkward moments, but you'll build upon it and get better over time. So yeah, that's what I meant to say.
I forgot. I actually forgot. But yeah, it's right. It's right. You'll come back to me. But yeah, it's true. It's true. It's you got to find you're going to just find something practical to do, something
Mm.
practical. Go away as a family, go on a family
Yes.
holiday. You know what I mean? Put your phones away. Say, okay, then, guys, make it. You know, probably some of you do it. Put a basket in your house or
Or
whatever,
bag or whatever.
or a
Yeah.
bag, whatever, and just put the phones away for the weekend, or for an hour, and spend that hour together doing something else. You know, just do something, man, because families are important, and to be together is important.
Definitely. And it's in extreme cases, you might not know what you've got until it's gone. So you
Mm,
have to cherish these moments
mm,
and live
mm,
in the moment. Just live in the
mm,
moment for a
mhm.
second.
Yeah. Too many people think, oh, what am I going to do? What am I going to do tomorrow? It's good to plan, but
Yeah.
tomorrow's not promised to no one, and time waits for no one.
Tomorrow's a gift.
Yeah, tomorrow's a gift, definitely.
Yeah, like they say, yesterday's history.
Yeah,
No, it's yesterday's history. Tomorrow's a mystery. But
today.
today is a gift.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
So you gotta treat it like one, man.
yeah. You know, when I look at my life, I think, wow, I've wasted a lot of years. I wasted a lot of years. You know, I'm a mother of three, and when I look at my status, you know, as a mother, you know, I could have done a lot better. You know, I caused a lot of hurt to my children, and you know, because of being on drugs and drinking, and I tried my best. I tried my best to keep a family home. However, there was still a lot of order inside of me that needed releasing, and I didn't know how to. And even though I was told about salvation and God and to find a way out, I just felt trapped. I just felt like I was hostage. I was caught hostage within myself. I was hostage within my own self. And sometimes we can find yourself doing that. Sometimes we can hostage ourselves, you know. We can put our own selves in mental prison.
It's true.
Yeah. Because the things that happened to us in the past, we beat up ourselves and get condemned about it. So we when it's not like there's not a way to get out, you know what I mean? But you don't you're scared. You're scared of the unknown. You fear the unknowns. You know what I mean? And you're like, it's not for me. I can't believe I can be set free from this. I can't believe I can get out of this now. Probably for somebody else, you know. And I'm good for you. I'm glad that you got out of it, Deirdre. I'm glad that you found your faith. I'm glad that you know you're doing well. Keep going. But thank you very much. But the same can happen for you, you know.
It's
And this
true.
is why I do this Go Get It channel, you know. And it didn't take me, it took me years to get where I had to get this channel, you know. I've tried many times and many hurdles. And as my nephew saying, Samson, he's like, you fall down, you bruise, you get bruised, you go back to the same old, you know, you go back, you know, because there was still an attachment, you know, because
Right.
it's what you're used to. But you know, there's so many people so trapped in addiction, not just drinking, not just drugs. There's gambling,
Yeah.
there's pornography,
Food addiction.
there's food addiction, there's um self-infliction,
Self-harm. Yeah.
self-harm, yeah. There's all
There's
sorts.
just a lot of things
There's all sorts.
that just catch you. Gaming addiction.
Mm,
Yeah. There's a lot of things that just catch you, man.
mm,
Because you want that little escape from life
yeah.
and the harshness that surrounds your life.
But
Yeah, you gotta know these things are just
yeah,
these things aren't always constructive, they're destructive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
definitely.
Maybe in moderation you can indulge, but if you got an addiction, then
Yeah, if you feel that whatever you do is not stimulating you encourage somebody positive, or it's pushing you to a positive level, and whatever you do is making you feel that you have to keep chasing it because you can't leave. If you feel that you can't leave it alone, you can't put it down, and you feel that you have to keep going to it to get your fix and your stimulation, then I say leave it alone.
yeah, definitely.
I say leave it alone. That's me personally. I say leave it alone because I used to say no, sorry. I used to say that oh, people used to say, oh, it's okay, you can drink in moderation, and especially being a Christian and stuff like that. And then they used to, and I knew it was bad for me because I knew that I was getting to a level of medical illness as well. And they say, oh, but you remember Jesus turned water into wine and this and that. Listen, let me just state this right about this Jesus turning water into wine. Yeah. Wine, yeah, the wine in them times, yeah, this is what I believe. The wine in them times, yeah. If you ferment grapes and leave them for a long time, they can become very strong, and that is the wine. That is the wine, great wine. They preserve it without putting any toxic chemicals in it.
Right.
Now, drinking Schlur, grape wine, things like that, do you know what I mean, is a different thing. Do you know what I mean? So it's like when I'm drinking, I will drink non-alcoholic wines and things like that for the simple reason is that if you think about it, toxic is poison. And poison, what does that do? It affects the body. It kills down certain cells in your body. It shuts down your mental thinking cells, certain cells in your brain for thinking. It can shut it down. It's shutting down your body because it's poisoning you. The more you intake drugs and drink, yeah, the more it's poisoning you. So that's why I personally, cut away from it. And I said, no, I'd rather stop altogether. And some people, I ain't saying some people can't drink. I mean, do your thing. I mean, really, it's not for me. And I got a lot of history with it and a lot of bad memories with it. And I know that if I was to go to the shop now and go and get a bottle of wine and have a drink, I know that that would be it.
That's it. You shot yourself in the foot there.
Yeah. I've played Russian roulette so many times with my life. I had one bullet. Yeah. And I played it so many times. But I believe that if I carried on and I never stopped, that bullet would have hit me. I would have been 6 foot under today. I can actually say that. That bullet would have hit me.
Yeah, the hammer would have licked the back of the bullet, and that's it. Man.
That's it.
You should look at all these times. Or a lot of us actually look at all these times. The bullet just didn't come out. Yeah.
Don't gamble with your life, guys. Don't gamble with your lives. And as I said in the last video as well, don't compromise. Don't compromise yourself for nothing and for no one. Don't let nobody be your green knight. Don't do that. You know what I mean? Don't, many years I've had people holding the mirror. I've been holding the mirror to people so they can tell me what I look like. And you know what I mean? But now I've turned the mirror around. Now I can see my own reflection of who I am.
Yes.
And that's where I'm learning to get to know me. And since I've done that, a year so far, so good. Do you know what I mean? And that's what you need to do. You need to turn that mirror around and look at your own reflection. Yes, it's scary. Yes, you feel vulnerable. But, as long as you've got the positive surrounding around you, or you've got some faith in you, that helps you to keep looking, and start to look after yourself and start to look after yourself, your well-being, start to look after self-care. You start to appreciate yourself. I used to think that I needed people to be my green light because I lost my identity, and I had to wait for a lot of, I thought I needed, Nev, I thought I needed a relationship. I thought I need this guy in my life. Oh, I need to have somebody every night. I can't be on my own. It's because there was an insecurity. I never valued myself. Because if I valued myself how I do now, there's no way. Do you know what I mean? There's no way. And so I can actually say, no, I don't need a relationship, but it's nice. I want one because, but it's not something like, oh my gosh, I need. No, because I've got to that point where, no.
Yeah, because you've fallen in love with yourself.
I've fallen in love with myself. I love me.
Inwardly and outwardly as well. Because one thing I always go by is like, it's easy to make friends. Why do you think school kids have so many of them? You know what I'm saying? It's because like I can say with my full chest right now, I ain't got no friends at all. I ain't got no friends.
Good.
But when I was about 13 or 14,
Yeah.
I thought all these people, yes, my boys in school.
Yeah,
There's like 10,
yeah.
20 of us. I thought we were just going to be friends to the end. And like, yo, I'm going to know him, I'm going to know that. But like, I think now these people are bums, man. Oh, he's on drugs. Like, he's a waste, man. He's in prison. There's only one person that's still my boy.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Yeah.
Or free him, man. Free him soon.
Yeah, man. And that's the good thing, you know, is that too many friends, too much trouble. Too many cooks spoil the broth, as them say, innit?
There you go, man.
Too many
Freeze
cooks,
the crowd.
Too many cooks spoil the broth, man. And I like cooking, and I don't like nobody messing in my pot.
Yeah, don't be messing with these broth, man.
Don't mess with my broth, mate. Get out my kitchen. What you doing? No, but on a serious note, you know, it's like we may laugh and joke, but through the laughing and joking, we're still giving a message to you. You know.
Yeah.
You know. It's. But yeah, guys, and as I said, I was going to share my life journey and everything, and I think I'm doing the lives. It helps to be able to share where I'm coming from and give you a bit more insight.
And you know, I think that makes you a stronger person.
Yeah,
getting it all out there in the open, like you kind of make that little bit vulnerable to people, so people can actually relate.
Yeah,
like, that's powerful.
This is all it is. I just want to, you know, we're not here to be formal, and no, we're not about that. We're just here to just go with the flow. We're just here to kick it with you guys. You know, I'm talking so old school now. You show how old I am.
Kick it, you know.
Just kick it. No, just like, you know, just kick it with you guys, chillax, and just like you know, just for you to just feel free to just like, you know, comment with us, interact with us, you know what I mean, and keep sharing and share this video. Share this video, guys, because we're going to come to the end of the live in about 5 minutes. But, you know, just like, you know, share the video, man. You know, it's for somebody to see, you know. And I just hope you got something out of it.
Yeah,
I hope you got something out of it, you know. And it's our first time live, and I think we've done pretty well.
Yeah, I mean,
I did. Gone quiet.
I ain't got nothing to say, really.
No, we've both done great. I don't think you caught on to us. But no, we've both done great. And you know, we thank God for giving us the strength to be here today to do this and come on here and share our how we feel and our opinions, and you know,
to where we've come from, to
where
we're
coming from, our testimonies, and you know, it's been a long journey, and I keep saying it, but I'm really truly grateful to be here sitting, you know, in my right mind with my beautiful nephew. Do you know what I mean? And he's great. He's the one thingy that's helping me, you know, put these YouTubes together. God bless his heart. You know, he's a hard worker. He's made big sacrifices because he's got his own channels to do, but yet he's still, you know, squeezed in auntie.
Yeah, you know, there's time. I can make time. You know, there's time.
Yeah, do you know what I mean?
There's time for goodness.
Don't forget to follow X-Man Productions and Samson X.
If you please.
Yeah. So yes, guys. So as I said, next week you can join us again next week Thursday. We'll be just going live again with more conversation, more different topics. You know, as I said, we don't structure anything, we don't routine anything. We just go with the flow on these lives, and we'll be also leaving a phone number next week in the description below, and if you feel free to like just
you know, just phone in. If you feel like you want to actually, you know, talk to someone and ask a question over the live, we can do that for you.
Yeah. You know, so yes, guys, I think that's it. I think I've all talked out. I'm hungry.
Yeah, that's how you know you talked out.
Yeah, I'm hungry. So yes, guys, I want to say thank you so much for you know, watching this video. You know what I mean? Thank you for your views, and thank you for your comments, and thank you for your likes and shares in the previous videos. We really appreciate it. And you know, whatever you want in life, because everybody's got that flickering light, and you think it's not there, it's there. Just keep looking, look a little deeper, and you'll see it. You'll see it's there.
Yeah,
you know,
that's hope, man. That ain't no lantern.
Yeah,
that's hope.
Yeah. and just keep, I hope that these videos, these videos will help you to come closer and closer
Yes.
to your light, and then you can actually see where it is that you need to be, because God's got a purpose for everyone. We're on this earth for a purpose. We're not just here to exist. We all have a purpose.
Well, yeah, that's exactly what God put us here for.
Yes.
And you never know, you might realize that you might have always wanted to do one specific thing, but you might just fall into another specific thing, and that could be your calling, and it feels so right. But like I say, man, we get packages in the most unexpected wrapping in life. And like another thing I say is like, you can get to the top of the mountain, but just not in the way you envisioned. Like, you always envisioned going up there in a helicopter, VIP style. But no, it was the little old man that you put your thumb out to, and he hitchhiked you up the mountain. But you still got to the top of the mountain.
Amen.
Amen.
Amen. Yes, guys. So, just like, again, coming to, the end of the live now, I just want to say, God bless you all. I'll be praying for you all, whether you believers, unbelievers, backsliders, Christians, different faiths. I'll be praying for you all in Jesus' name. And I just pray that each and one of you will have a lovely, lovely rest of the day. And, remember, man, you've got it. You got it. And once you know you got it, go get it. Okay?